Hi Wenbo, I'm a big fan of your works and your YouTube channel. Can you talk about how to find jobs online? And I want to become a freelance artist who can have jobs directly, not working for a freelance website. Where should I start after I know how to use Blender? Thank you. Well, it's a very good question. Let's talk about it in this video. How's it going, everyone? This is Wenbo. In today's video, we are going to talk about marketing. This is where if you do it properly, you will generating leads directly to you as a freelance artist or 3D artist directly online. So I'm gonna show you my process and also give you a couple of tools that I use. I'm trying to make this video to be another very useful marketing tool for all of you guys, just like the one I did Master One Light tutorial. If you want to show your support, please making sure you subscribe and hit likes or even share this video to some of your friends who also want to become a freelance artist. Without further ado, let's get started. In this video, we're going to talk about three main ideas. So first, what is online marketing? And where do you do online marketing? And three, how do you do online marketing? So I'm gonna break it down into three major sections. And each section we have small things to talk about it. And then let's get it started with the very first one. What is online marketing? According to the definition of the marketing, it is the activity or business of promoting and selling products or services, including marketing research and advertising. I know. After you read the definition, you had to twist it around. Of course, for artists, we don't need to know all these business stuff. My personal opinion, marketing is simple. Just letting people to know what are you offering. Let people to know who you are. People thinking that's probably part of branding, but I do not care. Our goal is just to letting people know you are an artist. You are available to work on project. That's all about marketing. So just switch all these complicated definition. You need to find a way how to do proper marketing to letting people know who you are online. That is online marketing by my definition. So having that in mind, then let's talk about the types of marketing that you can do online in order to really get jobs online to do freelance work. There are two major marketing strategy or types of marketing. One is called inbound marketing. The other one is called outbound marketing. So let's get started. The one that you're familiar the most. It is called outbound marketing. I know a lot of business still using outbound marketing to kind of generating leads because they just directly call someone, cold calling, or directly email to some potential client to saying, well, we have services available, and they will just do that kind of contact without really knowing too much to the clients. This is very challenging, and now people are getting fatigued about how to do this type of work. This is the outbound marketing. You may think, well, Wenbo, I really don't need to know too much about what is outbound marketing, but just tell me, what should I do? You definitely heard about social media marketing, and that you are trying to do marketing to show off your work portfolio online, and then you're thinking you are doing proper marketing. But having the mindset as being an outbound marketer, so you're messaging, the way you present work, everything is considered as outbound. Although it sounds like it's doing social media, but you are still using the traditional or old school way to doing the marketing, and people are sick of this. So that's why I'm trying to explain. And now let's talk about inbound marketing. So for the inbound marketing, that is the way I'm doing for my current business, because inbound marketing is focusing on to building the community, to really attracting my potential client to me instead of me going out to cold calling, to do writing email, hustling, just bothering people. For me, I'm not feeling very comfortable doing cold calling. And if I'm hiring someone to do cold calling, then I lost the touch of my business. At the beginning, to be a freelance artist is really challenging to directly just go out there to call someone and you're telling your price and services without knowing too much information about the project. Because the stuff we do as a photographer or a 3D artist, their project need to have a lot of details or understanding the scope of work in order to giving the proper quote. So this is very challenging compared to other business. They're selling merchandise, goods, or commodities. The one I'm focusing on is the inbound marketing. So basically to attract traffic directly online to your business. Now let's talk about where do you do your marketing. So there are two things you need to do. One, you need to have your own website, professional look, and you must have your own professional look website if you want to be a freelance artist. The second, you need to get onto social media platform by your choice and to be presentable, to be searchable. Okay, so let's go with the first one, website. Why you need to have a website? The website is going to use for your portfolio, display, demonstration, and to show off your work, contact information, or even demonstrate your case study to help your potential client to walk through your process, to basically explain the process, how you work, and what is the outcome of working with you in order to helping your potential clients to understand how to work with you and what is your capabilities of your art creation. It might sound boring, but you have to have this. This is your fundamental, this is your very own shop that consider that you can decorate it. You can definitely craft your own shop online to be the most presentable or the most creative way as you prefer. And that to show off your creativity or your abilities as a freelance artist or 3D artist. The second one, social media. Why you need to get onto social media? I know there are some kind of controversy opinions on the social media. One thing I really want to point it out, social media is not a portfolio site. And I know there are people thinking, well, Behance, Instagram, or some places can really uploading high resolution works. Why cannot show off your work? I said, yes, you can do so, but do not only rely on these social media platform. One simple reason is when you put all the works or all your following into social media, there are the platform companies that providing services. There are sometimes the business went south. You never know what's happening. So having your own website is really kind of the places that you're going to have for as long as you possibly do. For social media, that is one fallback. And second, there's a lot of restrictions on the resolution of image size and ratios. A lot of things are not the best way to present your work. The reason we want people to get on social media, it is because in that platform, you have a lot more traffic and a lot of people checking in. Although they are not directly your potential clients, well, they may be your peers or other creatives or just some random people. If you're doing some good content, sometimes your content is going to be pushed by the algorithm or the platform directly to your potential viewer. So that actually help you to getting more people to know who you are. That's our goal of marketing, right? You want more people to know you, who you are. And definitely we want some people to directly hire us. However, we need to change the mindset to understanding social media has the potential to give you a massive traffic instead of the website. I know when people look at your website, most of the time they are probably intentionally to search. People calling this as hot lead because people are intentionally looking for services and that have a more chance to be hired. However, social media is still important to be relative, to be around, to be searchable because your potential clients or viewers are still human beings, right? So they will browsing some social medias, TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, they're still watching content on their free time. They enjoy themselves. So having you be on the platform, occasionally if you have some really good content, they will see your work and then they will decide to follow you. And potentially, if they have some creative work to need to do, they will immediately thinking about you. So that is why I'm highly recommend you to jump onto social media. Now you know what is inbound marketing and outbound marketing. And I'm definitely in the inbound marketing strategy. And the second, where to do marketing, website and social media. Now is the nitty-gritty part, is how to do marketing on these places. Okay, with the mindset of being inbound marketing. So basically my goal is trying to building the trust. So trying to building a community to attract people to come to me to see what I do, to inspire people to work with me, to do potentially collaboration, or to teaching more people to do what I do. So that is the big concept. It sounds very big and broad, but that is everything I do is to serve that primary goal, to letting people to know me, to want to work with me, or to want to learn from me. So that is inbound marketing mindset, what I'm doing now. I'm really want to passing this knowledge, this valuable information to you to let you to analyze your situation, to start thinking what you do. Okay, so let's start with how to do marketing on the website. So website, right? Here's a fact that very difficult to swallow for a lot of creatives. I know you have website. I know you purchased a domain. I know you put everything up for your portfolio on the website. But unfortunately, your content, your website is still not going to be searchable if you're not doing optimization on your website. That is just it is. A lot of websites put it up. I know when you type your website address in there, people will see what your website looks like. But the majority of the time, people are not going to find you at all. You're probably in the search result like 20 pages later. So no one ever going to look 20 pages after to search something they're looking for. They probably can do 1 or 2 or even 3 pages at most after they do search on Google. So this is one thing you need to do properly for your website, and you need to start now. A lot of creatives, they don't understanding SEO. What is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. So basically, you need to getting your content, your website organized, as much organized as possible in order to help Google to rank your website up, in order to helping their clients to finding the result they're looking for. For example, if they're looking for Sydney product photography, so these are the keyword search terms that people wanted to search when they're looking for a product photographer in Sydney areas. They will type in that. In order to let Google to help their customer who are using the Google website to search for the photographer, they need to find relative information and put it up to see the result. So as a freelance business person, your website needs to be optimized, need to be organized in order to be searched, in order to be ranked or push your website up in order to let people to see. So this is search engine optimization. If you're an image creator, when you're uploading image on your website, you definitely need to work on the alt text. Of course, you need to do research to understanding what is alt text, to understanding how to do this setup in your website of choice. That is one thing you need to do. And also based on your image title or your description, about page, contact page, all these text informations, you need to be organized to plug in all these potential search terms in your website in order to allow people to see, to be ranked by Google. Okay, so that is the one thing a lot of creatives do not pay attention to do this. So that is one side of search engine optimization you can possibly do when you're uploading images, when you design a website, when you do the groundwork that trying to get you started. And the second part for the search engine optimization is to link building. Basically, that is talking about the peer review. What you need to do is backlink your website from some well-established website. For example, some well-established photographer or well-established blog page that talk about your services as a freelance artist, as a image creator, whatsoever. But you need to have more links back to your website to let Google or the internet to know, oh, so this person is a dedicated professional and people are talking about him or talking about her. So this is something that you want to build for your website as well. This is called link building. Basically, this is how to do SEO as a creative perspective. So now you know what to do. I'm highly recommend you to find a digital marketer to helping you do this. And I personally hire a digital marketer to helping me to do the search engine optimization. Definitely, I'm going to bring this expert to make a video or podcast talk about search engine optimization, we will answer a lot of questions. My advice for you is to hire a professional to help you do this. They can help you to organize your alt text, all these things on your website, and also help you to building the links to your website to getting high ranked on your Google page. This is so important to be searched, to be found on Google. If you treat your creative business as a dedicated business, you need to having this ability to letting somebody work for you to help you in building all these peer reviews. This is something that is so time consuming and it's hard to do. Ooh, now let's talk about social media marketing. I know you're excited. I was. At the beginning, I was really excited about social media marketing. I thought I could creating some really cool images to blow people's mind on social media, and people will love my page. They will follow my Instagram or YouTube. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Because one thing I was not really understanding at the beginning to doing the social media marketing, I was not focusing on building the trust and to providing values. As a social media content consumer, when I look at a social media, when I look at a professional photographer or 3D artist, their works, I got inspired. I loved their work and then I follow them. However, when I come to my production, to creating this type of content, a lot of them are really time consuming and I was not intentionally trying to building the connection between my audience. And this is the reason why my social media is not growing. My top tip for all of you guys, do not think about any fancy technique, just getting this mindset to ask yourself, how can I build the trust for my audience online? How can I let people to trust and inspire of what I do and what kind of value can I provide for a particular group of people to really helping my audience to grow better with me? Okay, so if you have this mindset, everything will become much easier. After having this big mindset put in your head, let's talk about some of my experiences and tips that I can give to you. For the first one, definitely you want to build a community, right? You want to build a following. So for a community, a following, you need to have a purpose and a reason to do so. My advice for you is instead of building something brand new, unless you're super iconic, super awesome, different, then people will love your work, and because you're just being very unique, you're doing your own thing. For the majority of people, then we need to think about an existing community to join in. I came from a photography background. Okay, so I'm really understanding how to do the lighting, but when I get into the 3D community, after doing research, understanding what community does, Blender community is the one that I want to join in. It doesn't have a whole lot of resources dedicated on lighting, which is my expertise. So I can come in to deliver all these valuable content to my audience to help them to getting better, because I really understand lighting as a product photographer. Another fascinating things I found, and also another reason why I'm staying in the Blender community, is not only providing value, and also I see a group of passionate people who are having dreams about being a professional creative 3D artist. And interestingly, this software is so powerful and is also 100% free, which opened doors for a lot of beginners and people who wants to getting started in 3D journey, which is fantastic because I want to work with people with passion because I'm one of them. So this is perfectly well fit for me. And that is one I recommend you to find a community like this according to who you are, according to what you believe. Now you are working with a bunch of people having similar purpose, similar mindset, and then they will trust or believe or understand what you do. If you can contribute in your knowledge and expertise to the community, then perfectly, you are become the person who can help others get it better, and people will getting start following you and trust you, and eventually you get socially approved by what you do. And then the next questions come to your mind. You may think, well, Wenbo, which social media platforms should I get started? I know there are a lot of influencers or people telling you to getting started on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, whatsoever. My idea is to fully understand who you are, to fully understand what are you spending the most amount of time in which platform. This is one thing that happened to me once a time when my wife was talking to me while I was driving. I talked to her about, well, I was on Instagram, I doing a lot of posts and trying to figure out why no one's still not following me. She was talking to me very casually. It's like, yeah, since you spend a lot of time on YouTube, you understand YouTube so well, why you start a YouTube channel? Why are you not teaching people how to do the things that you do? I was like, boom. Yes, I was such a consumer to searching for Photoshop tutorials, photography tutorials, and 3D Blender tutorials all over the cross. I know what people are looking for. I know what kind of content is missing because I've been searching these type of content as a maniac. So I know my audience, I know my market. I was one of them. So that's why I decided to start a YouTube channel, providing the tutorials that a lot of people are searching for, to helping them to getting better. And I'm going to be the problem solver to figure things out, to helping them. So that is my strategy to getting started on YouTube channel. So same thing I want to happen to you. Now I want you to think about yourself, evaluate your current situation. Are you spending a lot of time on Instagram? Do you know how to do reels? What stuff that Instagram looking for? And are you on TikTok the most of the time? What kind of stuff that people interested in the most in TikTok? So that is your homework to figure out to what to do and to decide to jump on what platform. There's no single way to do one thing to a million different creatives. The reason we are creatives because we're doing things a little bit different and we're trying to do something fresh and new. You need to start with who you are and what you can do and decide to do your marketing on which platform. Well, some of you may think, well, what is the point of it? Why do I need to build a following? My clients are not gonna hire me through Instagram. I'm not going to meet a marketing manager. I'm not going to getting a big job from art director. Let me tell you, surprisingly, you will. The whole point of social media to having a following, you need to change this mindset. It's not trying to directly working with your clients. The whole point of having social media is to providing values to your audience, to building the trust through internet. That's the big principle that I just talked about, why you need to do social media marketing. It's simply because once you have a good following, which means you are capable to providing values, you are capable to gaining trust, you're capable to be seen as a reliable person. So that is one thing that your potential clients or your future business partners are looking for. They want to working with someone trustworthy. For my personal brand, I dedicated my brand as my person and I show my face. I do videos step by step, slowly to building my trust with you guys and to be more brave to open up who I am to a large group audience. So all these small things, the risk, sound very simple to do, but it's really challenging to do. If you are just getting started, you're an introvert, you're kind of shy person, I know all these tough challenges is going to be laid on the road, but if you have big vision and the purpose you want to accomplish, you will do it. So here it is. This is my business introduction course for all of you guys and trying to answer some questions. When I started running my own creative studio or business, I started realize understanding the creative skills, which is taking pictures and also doing retouching and doing 3D is not enough. You definitely need to have more business skills to understanding how to running a business and start doing marketing first in order to let people to find you to understanding what you do. This is something certainly missing on YouTube, and I'm trying to help all of you guys to understanding how to make a living as a 3D artist, as a creative. Well, if you're interested to know more about the business side of being a professional creative, and making sure you subscribe my channel and leave comments or questions under this video. Like I mentioned in this video, providing values for my audience is one of my marketing strategies that I'm constantly going to do. So if you have some questions, I can answer it and I can providing value for you and I will help both you and me grow. as a creative. Okay. In this year, I'm going to develop some business courses in the year 2023 and helping more creatives to do what we love. Because this is just getting started for this year, and the things in the production phase, the courses haven't released yet. But when I do, I will update the description under this video, and you will have a direct link to my business course. But by now, you don't have anything yet. I will certainly keep all you guys updated, and that's everything I want to share in this video. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.